you?
Well, you know, that came when I was around 13, and I'd come down after school, which school was just a block away then. I'd come down after school, and I was the guy that scraped all the pans and swept the floors, and that was my job every day, yeah, after school. I would come in when they were baking, especially on weekends, and I was the guy that, go get this for me, go get that for me, and I was their gopher. Yeah, and then after I got a little more confident in what I was doing and the layout of the shop, pretty soon I was helping with the donuts. And I'd put them on a screen, and you'd drop them in the fryer, to deep fryer, put them in, and one day my dad said, okay, you're on your own. Man, I was so excited. I finally got a job to do that was a real job, and not just sweeping the floor or scraping a pan. I was actually getting to help with real stuff. And I was so excited I got goosebumps putting them donuts in that fryer and pulling them out. And so that was probably my big start in the bakery business. And you know, here I am.
How many years is that?
Well, that was about 13 years old, or yeah, in that area. And so I'm 76 now. How many is that? Yeah, there were probably more exciting things to do. Maybe I would have liked to maybe been in the car business, helping with my friend with a race car, and you know. But this was steady for me, and I didn't have to worry the next day if I was going to have money to eat. You know, but it was security. I guess it was a kind of a security thing, and I liked that. And some of the Roses is our following, our people, our customers that have been coming here for years. I love them people, and they love the fact that their grandma brought them in here when they were little, and they can come down here now as an adult with their kids, and they get to buy that same thing that they got when they were a kid, because the recipes have not changed, and we make a lot of the things now that we made 50 years ago. Those are our favorite things to make. One of my favorites is putting bread into that 117-year-old brick oven, and
with the same paddles.
With the same wooden paddles. I love that.
They're also 117 years old.
That's right. That's right. They've been here since I was a little kid. I'm assuming that they were here all the time. Yeah, I love doing that. And I talked to a guy that grew up in this bakery with his parents, first owners. Once in a while he'd come in and visit me, and we both agreed if the French bread turns out good, nothing else matters. It was a good day. And if it doesn't, you go home, you're mad at yourself and disgusted. It used to be we would do 700, 800, quite a few. I mean, there weren't any big box stores around where someone could go and buy a bunch of cheap bread, and they all...
Wait a minute, 700 or 800 a day?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and a little more on the weekends or on a holiday. We had a delivery truck. We took bread to all the restaurants in town, and a restaurant up in Roslyn, we took up there bread. And when I was little, I'd ride with my aunt, and she'd drive our delivery truck. We'd go up to Ronald and park at the same spot on the side of the street every day, and all the housewives from near and far would come over to where we were parked and get their bread. You know, they didn't buzz down to town to get it at a box store or Safeway, or you know, that's just how they did it. Everything, you got to get it right or it's not right. Pastries were hard to learn to make them look nice every day, consistently every day, same size, same same look to them. That's always a challenge. It's a challenge to this day to make that come out right. And of course, it's easy for me. I've done it for so long. And the French bread, you don't mess around with it. It's got to be the right flour, the right temperature. It's got to be mixed, the right stiffness, cut up right, rolled through the machine right, and put it in the oven before it gets so big it falls on its face.
The larger oven in there, I think you said was used?
Yeah. In
Purchase used in
49 we brought that oven
1949.
in. Yeah, it was used, and boy, it's been a good oven, yeah. Another example is if you buy a Hobart mixer, they're only going to sell you one in their life because them babies just keep going and going, and I love it. Old cars, hot rods. I love an old car with a new motor in it. Yeah, I try to do as much as I can, which is like 90% of the, I find the car, I modify it, I put the new type of motor in it, and I get it perfect and paint it. I just love doing that. 34 Ford. They're a V8. They're a Ford V8, and they're beautiful. I got 7 of them. Of course, none of them run. Two of them will run. My wife will ask me, well, how many more parts you need? I said, well, I'm not done yet. If you start late, including myself, if I start half hour late or an hour late, just out of laziness, everybody that comes in to work, the stuff's not ready for them. You got to be consistent, I guess. You got to be consistent so that when it's 6 o'clock and your helpers come in the door, donuts are ready to ice. And you can't do that unless you got to be a morning person. A lot of people just aren't a morning person. We're in here, we're happy, we're conversing, and it's a great job. Early in the morning, phone's not ringing. All you have to consider is your work and getting it done right. I come in here at 2. If I'm not here at 2, I'm late. And so I'll put in my shift here. Lunchtime, there's always, you can always catch a moment to have a coffee and a donut, or put in your shift, and then I get done. I go home, find something to eat because I'm hungry by then, and pretty soon I'm taking a nap. And when you work that early of a shift, sometime during the day you're going to have to take a nap because you're not going to get enough rest. And I try to go to bed early, like say 7 o'clock, so I can get a few hours sleep before I have to come down here at 2 and start the whole cycle again. Well, once in a while you get depressed. You'll be like, oh geez, another day. That's another day, and we just hit it again, get after it. It's a big deal. That's the kindergarten tour. They're at a perfect age. They're all excited about coming in here and making a cookie, and we love it. And they're all excited. We We put a little baker's cap on every one of them, and then we do things, and then we bring them over and show them the oven. And, we send them home with a goodie bag with the cookie they made and a breadstick in their bag. You know, we send them home with that. They're excited. Yeah. We love it. School bus pulls up. All these kids come in here. They just can't wait to get back there. He explains who the baker is, which is me, and I'm sitting in the back in a chair, and I can hear him up here, and he's saying, well, the head baker is my dad, Ivan, and well, he gets up really early in the morning, and I think he's taking a nap back there because he's really tired, so we got to wake him up if we want to make cookies. And he says, on 3, we're going to say, Ivan. So 1, 2, 3, and they all say, Ivan. And I don't come out yet, you know, I don't come out. And he says, oh, he must still be sleeping. You guys got to say it louder. So then they just scream, Ivan. So I wander around up to them like I was, like I'd been sleeping, and they're all laughing at me because they woke me up. And usually I'll say, hey, aren't you guys supposed to be in school? You know, are you playing hooky? Oh, no, this is school, you know. And then I said, you guys want to make some cookies? And then, yeah. I said, well, come on with me. And we go in the back, and I've got some cookie dough already in the bowl, and I go back and show them how the mixer works. And yeah, it's a great tour for that age. Yeah, I love seeing them all come back with them little baker caps on, and they're all excited to do stuff with us. All the car parts that I've been saving at home, I'm gonna fix them or resell them. That's gonna be my life. I'll work all night dreaming about an old car. And that keeps me going, you know. You're rolling dough and you're chopping dough, and you know, and in my mind I can see this beautiful car that I want to be working on.